Hey everybody, this is Sean Malloy, your Central North Carolina Mossy Oak Properties land specialist and gamekeeper, and I hope you're doing well. Hey, out here at the farm, and I'm struggling on when to plant my food plots. We've had good rain, we've got nice weather here recently. We have had some cool nights. And the food plots themselves, like this one, man, they're rocking. And the longer I let them go, you know, we're not going to get any more tonnage out of this, but now I am worried about this stuff going to seed. But one of the critical things when food plotting is soil temperature, and a lot of people overlook that. They think that, you know, if it's 70 degrees out and beautiful in April, we can go out and plant our food plots. And what happens is they plant them too soon, and the soil temperature is not high enough for the germination rate to be optimized. And then they have a failing spring summer food plot. So what I'm doing this morning is I've got my wife's thermometer. Don't tell her. And we're looking for a soil temperature between 60 and 65 constant. And I'm going to go around and check the different food plots, because a couple of these are on ridges and they're on higher ground, and I've got a couple that are in lower areas. And the lower areas will be cooler for a longer period of time. So I may not be able to plant them all at once if I want to plant now, or I may just have to wait until all the food plots are in that range or better consistently. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a couple of temperature samples and see if we're ready to plant. So let's do it. Okay, so this is pretty simple to do. You just need a good thermometer with a probe on it, and it needs to be able to go down to the lower temperatures. Some of these used for cooking start out at 100 degrees, and they're not going to work for you. So you need something that starts out, you know, in the range of 40 degrees or better. You can see the temperature right now, according to this, is about 60 degrees. So we're going to put it in the ground here. Stick it in about 3 or 4 inches, and then that lets us really get a feel for the soil temp. And as you can see, this thing is dropping, so it's already at not quite at 55, but it's right there at 55. So what this tells me is it's not time to plant. So I might have been wasting my time and seed planting in this plot right now. So we're gonna go check a couple others and see how they look. But I think if this one is this temperature, the other ones are gonna be this or lower. So anyway, let's go check them out. Okay, we're at the next food plot, which isn't far from the one we were just at. So we're going to take our sample here and see what it is. So let's put the probe in the ground and see what we have. Okay, I'm in the middle, not quite in the middle, but I'm in an area of the food plot that gets a lot of sun. So we're going to see real time how this temperature is here. You see it's already dropping below 60. It seems to be a little warmer than the other one, but we're still not at optimal soil temp. It's dropped down to 55 now. So that tells me, as much as I want to get out here and get started, it's not time. I'm going to go test this lower plot down here, and just to make sure, and you know, rule it all out, and then I might give it another week. We've got some temperatures in the 70s coming, and some warmer night temperatures, and then we'll just have to make a final decision then. So let's go check the last one out and make a decision. Okay, we're at the third plot. I'm going to do all three of these plots again are on the high ground, so they should be warmer as far as soil temperature than the others. And if they're not in the range, then we're just not going to plant. So we're going to put our thermometer with probe in the ground one more time, and then make a decision on what we're going to do. So let's put her in there. As you can see, it's over 60 right now, and at about 3 inches in depth. And it's hanging in there at around 60. Oh, look like it's dropping now a little bit. So this one's getting a little better reading, but it's still not at 60. So I can make a decision. I'm not going to plant today, and probably going to need to give it another week. It's very important that, you know, I spend my time and money wisely on these plots. Seed's not cheap. Equipment and everything else costs you money to run. And it's a simple little test can help you be successful, or if you don't do it, can mean failure. So if you're jonesing to get out there and do some food plotting, go out there and test your soil temperature. Look at what the optimal soil temperature needs to be for the seed or plant that you're trying to grow, and then make good decisions on that, and you'll have healthier, better, productive food plots like mine. It only takes a couple minutes. So again, thank you for joining me at our farm we call Patriots Landing, and I'll see you in the field, and happy food plotting. Take care. Hey, and as a side note, some people might say, well, Sean, I can put seed in the ground and nature will take care of that seed, and it'll come up when the soil temperature comes up. And you know, I don't disagree with that, but you might not get as good a stand if you planted it in the optimal conditions. And I say that because you could get some heavy rains, and those seeds could rot and become, you know, not viable. So, you know, think about that. Look at your weather forecast, and you know, if you know, not everybody lives on their farm like I do, and they can, I mean, I can plant tomorrow if I want to. Some people have to do it when time permits on a weekend or what have you. So just look at your weather forecast and make good decisions so that you maximize, again, your time, effort, money, and enjoyment of your food plot. So anyway, last tip of the day. You take care, and as usual, I'll see you in the field.